everybody. Welcome back. How you doing, Keith? Welcome back.
Well, I feel like I've been gone for a while.
I know,
Uh,
right? We haven't done this show in a little bit, and I'm
yeah,
just super excited to be back here with you guys.
yeah. Hey, Muncie, thank you for coming in.
Hello, Muncie. Welcome in. Yeah, it's just been crazy. I've noticed you
Well,
guys have crazy weather over there too.
yeah. So I've been keeping up with one of the stores because actually there's a customer that's on the she actually joined me. She came into my life like a year or two ago. Man, was it? It was when I was doing. It was before I was monetized, so it was like probably like 2 years ago, right? I had her on my life. So she's been keep giving me updates of all the news stories that's going on the Odyssey of the Seas. The one
That
that,
is crazy. I've been looking at everything that's going on with Odyssey.
yeah.
It's just insane.
So,
Everything that's happening right now.
so if people don't know, so what's going to happen with the? I'll just say real quick because I'll put it out tomorrow. But what's going to happen now is they went to their first port today. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Yeah, first port day. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. But Friday they're going to leave the private island early. That's probably what's going to happen for both ships.
So, question
From
for you
there,
because I didn't follow the whole situation with Odyssey. Why did it get stuck in New York?
a blizzard.
But they couldn't leave before all of that.
No, because the port authority shut down the port. No ships were allowed to
Oh,
leave, and that also was due probably because the winds were bad. So I know
gotcha.
I know the winds got as strong as like 80 miles an hour, right? But at the time that they were set to leave, in my mind, I felt like that they could have left.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't
Yeah,
understand. They could have just let them
yeah,
go at least.
because the storm only started around the time that people were coming onto the ship. That's when the storm started. When he came onto the ship. So within that time period, I felt like they could have left, but also the seas were probably too rough for the ship to leave.
So meaning they embarked on the ship and they were just inside of the ship throughout the whole storm.
They were inside the ship throughout the whole storm, and they did not leave until about 4 o'clock, depending on the ship, 4 or 5 o'clock the next day. Right?
Oh wow.
At 1 o'clock in the afternoon on that next day, all guests had to be back on the ship. So they were letting the guests get off the ship and come back. It was like they were at the port. They were at a port. They were letting them do that because of obviously what happened.
Right. That's crazy. I've been checking out you guys up there with all that blizzard and all
Yeah.
that snow and everything. It's just been crazy. It has been crazy.
Jeffrey, what's going on here?
Hello, you're supposed to be here. He's still at
Yeah.
work, probably. He's
Yeah.
probably still at
Or
work.
he's like, yeah. So basically, I mean, we did get hit with a lot of snow, depending on where you are. And people got anywhere from 19 inches to 30 inches of snow up here.
That's
Depending on
crazy. I
big
was looking at people putting stuff on. There was a guy that he was in Times Square, and you see the thick snow and all of that, and I'm like, oh my god.
yeah. So if you I actually put a video up of me going to get brownies. I have a part two that didn't go up yet. My little short, but so I went to I was on because I wanted brownies. But then I walked after going outside. I walked a block and a half, and I made a U-turn. I came right back home. I said, I ain't walking in this stuff. The snow was hurting my face. This, that. I was like, screw this. I'll have it over
That's
the weekend.
crazy.
Yeah. So that and if people, I have seen videos and pictures of like the Odyssey of the Sea,
Mhm.
the whole pool deck filled in snow, and
I know,
now,
I saw that.
and now all that snow is gone.
But think about it. They're probably in the Caribbean. It's melted already.
You really have to think about it. They probably don't have. I mean, you got to look at it. They might not have shovels out there on those ships because it's going to the Caribbean, right? Or if they do, maybe like work shovels. That's about it. And on top of that, they're not going to put salt down on the deck because the salt is going to destroy the ship. So
Yeah,
they
no,
can't
no
really.
matter how you put it, they were in a
No,
situation, no matter how
no.
you put it.
The only thing that they could probably do is take hot water and just spray it all over the snow. That's the only
Right,
thing that they could probably do because up there they got drains, so the water will go right down the drain. That's probably
right.
the best thing for them to do.
Look at Samara like Frozen the musical in New York City.
Let me actually, where was it?
Oh my God. Well, today's show is we're going to be talking about the private islands. So yeah, that's what we're going to be talking about today. So it's going to be a little bit different. We're going to talk about Perfect Day, Ocean Cay. We're going to talk about Great Stirrup Cay, Celebration, and all the different private islands. I don't think we don't have anything on Disney. So I apologize, Samara, because I really don't have any information on Disney. I've been, but it was a long time ago. I don't have any kind of like footage on that. So I apologize for that ahead of time. And I couldn't find anybody that has some footage on it. I've been to Castaway Cay and it's beautiful and I've seen it, but I've never vlogged it because I didn't have a YouTube channel back then. So, oh, wait a minute. Give me a second. I'm going to send our link to Jeffy because for some reason he said that he doesn't have it. So give me a quick second. Let me send him this link to Mr. Jeffy so he can come into the show.
Yeah, I'm trying to find my video. Just about done.
All right, there you go, Jeffy. I send it to you. Also, while I have you guys here, I'm not sure if you guys know, if you guys are a Disney fan, just like Samara, Robert Downey Jr. just got the role of Godfather for the Travel Adventures, the Disney Adventure ship. Hey, Jeffy, welcome in.
I am here. I don't know what happened. I was looking for the link and I'm like, what happened? I couldn't find it.
I put it on Across the Wave.
Oh, that's what. Well, that makes sense. All right, I'm here. Hi.
Hello, Jeffy. Sorry, that was.
You know what? I do agree with you, Samara. I should have just more than likely you would have had, because we're not doing anything on Disney, so Samara would have helped us with some footage.
Oh yeah. Yes.
You want to come in, Samara, and help us with the footage? You can come in.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Hello, Miss Lady.
Welcome.
I know. Let's welcome in everybody. Muncie, hello. The Queen of Disney, Miss Joanne, Escapades with Jeffy, that is here. Let me see, Miss Katie, welcome in, and welcome everybody that's in the chat that doesn't say hello or post anything.
Say hi. Put some waves in there. Put some waves. Come on, guys.
Here. We got new things down the road for the show. So
yeah, definitely. I just had to fix up my video.
There's going to be some changes to Across the Wave, a little something new for you guys. So we have a meeting after this, and then we're going to bring it out to you guys later down the road.
So if you haven't, if you guys haven't noticed, when I was, I made it short. When actually, I think I also did a news video on myself. I was in my own news video.
No,
I mean, you probably saw it. I'm not sure if you heard that. When I was on the my cruise with Norwegian, so I went into the spa. You know, now you go on a cruise, they give you tours of spas, right? On the first day. So I go there. I tell them, I actually asked them to let me record, and they said yes, you can record. But someone's going to give me a tour. Okay, cool. Fine. In the middle of me recording and doing the tour, they came up to me and they told me, "Oh, you're not allowed to film on the entire ship." And
I mean, I understood the spa, but
yeah,
so in the back of my mind, I'm like, I just got onto the ship. I don't want to cause a whole commotion and cause any issues and get thrown off when the ship hasn't even left yet. You know,
right?
I'll be honest. If it was the last day and I'm getting off the next day, I probably would have said something stupid. To be honest with you, but because it was the first day, I was like, I don't want to get kicked off. You know, and plus,
yeah.
On the first day, so I was like, all right, that's fine. And in the back of my mind, I'm like, I got this guy on video. I'm gonna give it to him. You know, that's what went through my mind. And then after, I said, in my back of my mind, I'm like, that's not security. Security would have told me, oh, you can't film on the ship. You wouldn't have to tell me. That would be security's job. So obviously he screwed up there. He should have just said, oh, you're not allowed to film in the spot. Well, technically, I'm in the public area of the spot. It's not like I'm going into the private areas. So technically where I was, you're allowed to film, but they can also tell you that you can't film. We all know that.
Right.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Which is crazy.
So that's why I said screws. I'm really going to give it to him. And then probably tomorrow I'm going to do my I got the email like a couple of days ago. Oh, about your review on it. So that's when I'm going to go off about that on that part. But in the end, the cruise was still. I felt like I'm not going to say okay. The cruise wasn't the best cruise I went on, but it wasn't the worst cruise. It was still a decent cruise.
Mm-hmm. And that was which one was that one that you went on?
The NCL Getaway.
Okay.
So it's a slightly smaller ship than the Escape.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But after going on so many other cruises after the Escape, I remember the one time Tinkerbell said that she didn't like the atrium area because it gets packed in there. And I start to realize what she meant by going on to this ship, because it's basically almost the same it's the same layout as like the Escape, but it just has a couple of venues that aren't there. That's the only difference. But it's almost the same thing. So I don't know. I felt like she was good with that. I'm like, you're gonna laugh at this one, right? So first of all, okay, hold on. It's cruise news time.
Like, what happened?
There you go. There you go.
Woo!
We got something going on.
All right. So usually the cruise director would be at like all the deck parties, right? Well, I'll call me, right? Cruise director would be like all deck parties. First, there's 3 deck parties. Cruise director showed up for one of them, right? Didn't show up for the other 2. And then on the last day of the deck party, because they had the assistant cruise director doing the other ones, like 20 minutes into it, I saw him whisper something into one of the workers' ears. In the middle of it, they just got up and left. They didn't even say nothing. They're like, what? They were like, screw this, and they left. So I have to go back onto I haven't taken a look at the footage yet, but I think I have him on camera whispering to his workers' ears, and they disappeared. So and I'll be honest, it was literally horrendous. It was horrible. Once they left, the people made it good. So once they left, it actually got better.
Oh wow!
Damn.
Welcome in, Lulu Cruz says, thank you so much for being here.
Yep. Thank you all. And
we're all here. We're all set. So today, what are we talking about today?
We're doing private islands today, but I want to answer a question Samara had. Yeah. She says, wait a minute. How
were the bathrooms? Yes.
To the Epic, you can't compare that ship to the Epic. The Epic is one kind of ship that they did that way, and it's kind of like weird and discombobulated, like I would say.
Yeah. So my brother went on the Epic, and they say the Epic of Norwegian has the biggest casino on all their ships, but my brother said it did not feel like it was a big casino. He said because everything was like all like combobulated, exactly like you said. He said the layout, the way they have things on the ship was really bad.
I will say something. If we have any of you guys that are listening, or people that are on the chat, if you guys have any, if you guys know 90 Day Fiance, you guys are a fan of the 90 Day Fiance, stay to the end. I have a video clip for you guys to see, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, we got to talk about our private islands first. So we'll leave that as a little treat at the end.
Let's leave that for last. I saw it though. I saw it.
Oh yeah, Jeff. And on top of that, when we landed, I basically almost got arrested.
What?
I told Tinkerbell about it already.
Oh well, I'll hear about it then. I guess later.
Yeah, that's a story on its own.
I'll hear it for later. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, let me just say that.
All right. So how are we gonna do this today? I know we're talking about the private islands. I know this is gonna be maybe a little bit different. I don't know if you mentioned this is gonna be a little bit different maybe today, because we're not really doing like history of the port. We're not really doing news, maybe around the port.
No, we're just gonna start. I think Keith already has the celebration key, so he's gonna be talking about that.
All right.
So we're just gonna put everything. We're all gonna stay together, and we're gonna put it on the side. And Keith, take it away with celebration key.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you first go off the ship, you have this long walkway. Obviously, you can tell I was there. It was raining.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a long walkway, but they do have those little carts, and you're gonna end up right over here. This is the celebration key. Everybody's gonna take pictures. then it splits up to the adult side or left and right. You know, I'm not going to show you everything. You know, I'm not going too crazy with it. So, and obviously, once it gets there, I did this really quick. I didn't do anything. So this is the pools. I don't like that. You saw that. That's me going on the water. You know. So the thing I don't like about the pools is there's sand right next to the pool. This is the burger. I honestly didn't like the burger. I felt like you're better off just going onto the ship if you want like a burger like that, because you know you have Guy's Burger. Guy's Burger tastes so much better than that one. You know. So actually, let me get this off so that we could actually, you know, I wasn't trying to making this like a long video, but I do have a full walkthrough of this. So if you go on my channel, just like type in the Celebration Cay on my channel. I have a full walkthrough of the entire port.
Okay.
So if anybody actually wants to go there and back there and watch it, right? The thing I could tell you this, you know, you can walk around the whole thing. It's long, but you got one side is the adults, the other side is for, well, it's not really kids. What was it now, like 16 and older now or something like that, or 13 and older, something like that. They actually changed it, you know. I think it was 13, then they moved it to 16, something like that, right? But you know, this is more for like the pool, right? The pool, I can tell you this, is gigantic. The pool is gigantic. You walk in the pool, the bottom of the pool is very soft on your feet. It's very, very soft. I could definitely tell you about the pool. It was very soft on my feet. They have slides up there, but also a lot of things here will cost money. Now, they do have foods that are like that came with it, but I can't go back and go get another burger if I want to, okay? So, you know, you got to go to these kiosks. They give you a certain amount of limit things you can order for the whole day, and then if you want more food, you can pay for it, or you can go back on the ship. I can tell you one thing when it comes to the food, the cookies are amazing. I can tell you that. So the cookies were, I'll be honest, the cookies were better than the burger. Okay. Yeah. My mom had like these chicken fingers. They were all right, but I felt like, you know, the chicken fingers maybe were a little bit overcooked. But, you know, it's chicken fingers. You know, I mean, there's not too much you can really do to make that taste better. They do have a lot of stuff that you can spend a lot of money here. When it comes down to the cabanas and all that stuff, they got cabanas that cost anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000, you know. But remember, those ones hold up to 20, 30 people. So if you're going there with like 20, 30 people and you want to get a cabana, like maybe it costs like $10,000, then you're like, okay, everybody chip in, you're paying $500 each. It don't seem as bad,
right?
You know, for stuff like that, you know. So, but you know. And they do have bars there, bars in the pool, swim up bars. They have entertainment that goes on over. So there is a lot of entertainment, and the place is really, really big, obviously. But the only bad part is it's a nickel and dime resort. To me, it's not really a private island. It's more of it's more like it's a resort than a private island.
Okay.
For those of you that are on the chat, let us know which is your best private island that you would just enjoy going to. That'll be kind of it gives us a conversation as we're showcasing all of these different private islands. But I do agree with you, Keith. I've never been to Celebration Cay, but I've heard so many different things from my customers that what they don't like, it's not that the actual private island is very pretty. It's just the nickel and diamond that they have going on over there.
Yeah.
Like everything they nickel diamond, like even down to if you want to rent those noodles, right? They charge you for.
Oh my God, not the pool noodles.
Hey, I made videos on the pool noodles, so remember.
That's what I'm saying. I remember that.
That was a whole crazy.
I know. Oh
out of here thing experience.
Yeah. So people will complain about this, that. I mean, I can tell you this. They're gonna give you these pool noodles. I think it was like $20, $30, whatever you rented it for, right?
Mm-hmm.
I went out to them. I looked at them. I put my hand on them. I can tell you this. It wasn't cheap quality. So at least you're renting something that was decent quality. It wasn't like those 99-cent noodles that you buy at Target, you know?
Yeah.
No, I could tell you this. It was good material.
Yeah,
well, that's good.
That's great, but no.
I mean, I'll be honest. I'm not gonna sit there with a pool noodle. And first of all, in that pool, there is absolutely no sense of actually needing a pool noodle. You only get the pool noodle if you're going to go into water that is too deep, so that you can float, right?
Okay. Yeah.
I think the water at some points it don't go that high, and maybe the highest is like 4.5 feet throughout the entire. I walked everywhere on both sides. It's like, the only thing I can tell you is the pools don't interlink with each other. So you have the adult pool, and then if you want to go to the kid pool, you got to come up and go around. Now, when I was also there, the beaches are nice, but also the beaches had a very, when I was there, I don't know about now, had a very bad issue with the rocks. Like to the point where like I wouldn't even let my mother walk in there. I wouldn't even go in there myself. You know, you definitely need water shoes to go into the beaches that were by the pier. Now, when I was talking to Muncie, because Muncie went to the beach all the way down by the adult resort. They have like a resort over there that costs like $150 or $200 to go there for a couple. They say for the day, but you're only there for a couple of hours, so it's not really the whole day, So they have that one down all the way at the end over there. I forgot off the top of my head what they call it, right? And supposedly the beaches over there were very clean. No rocks, no nothing. Obviously, they're going to keep those better because that's right near
the entryway to go, like where you get in.
So basically, it's when you come off, you go to the adult side and you go all the way at the end of the beach. So you still have
That's weird.
And they have trolleys that go around, but they only have trolleys on the adult side and then trolleys on the other side, but they don't interlink with each other.
Okay.
Well, that's good to know. That's good information.
Yeah, that's definitely some good info. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know when I'll visit. Definitely no time soon.
I'll be honest with you. I would tell people like I will get to the other resort after you guys do yours, but I would tell you that resort is something that you may want to at least check it out one time.
Okay. Yeah.
I would say you should want to check out all the resorts for all the cruise lines at least one time. Like I probably never go to Disney because Disney is not a cruise that I would want to go on. It's just not me. Obviously, because when I go to cruises, I like to play a little, and they don't have a casino. Okay. So and to me, I'm not a big Disney person. Like if I go to Florida, I don't want to go to Disney World. I'd rather go see. Honestly, I'd rather go to the Space Center over Disney World.
To do something that's different out of, I understand. Not the real touristy things where you get stuck.
Yeah. I mean, Disney is just not something that intrigues. Obviously, if we have kids one day, maybe even the kids want to go, that would be probably the only way you could get me to go to Disney. Okay. And plus, in my eyes, I look at Disney as being a major ripple because they charge so much.
I can see that.
The thing with Disney is also the quality that you're getting compared to everybody else. That's the difference.
No. I heard the food is one of the best on Disney, but I also heard the food is one of the best on Celebrity. So in my eyes, I'd rather just go on Celebrity.
Well, I've been on both, and I prefer Celebrity, but that's my personal choice.
And I'll be honest. I have seen videos of Celebrity's buffet. I don't eat seafood, but they had a giant stack of lobster, of shrimp in the buffet. I was like, oh, you won't see this on Carnival.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely not. No.
Somebody over here, let's not mention names. When he went on Celebrity, he was like all spoiled and everything.
Who that be? Where?
So have you ever watched the show like on YouTube or whatever on TV? It's called Maker Ships. So they talk about how ships are run. I love to watch.
I've never checked that out.
So check it out. It literally, I like to watch it a lot because it literally tells you they do a whole video of one whole cruise on one ship, right? They have all these different ships that they have. They literally talk about the deliveries that come in, things that happen. So they have to make something obviously happen and all that, right? So I think it's a really, really great show to watch.
Oh, that's awesome.
Just Google Mega Ships, so I'm watching Costa the other day. After watching Costa, I told my wife, I want to go on a coaster cruise. I was like, I'm like, yes, it's European. They're having fun. They got the parties, but I'm like, it's a carnival. But I said, but the food seems so much better on the coaster than the regular carnival. And the thing is, what a lot of people don't know is Coaster. They have two sister ships that are the same exact ship as Carnival's. As
the Mardi Gras, the Toscana, the Toscana and the Esmeralda.
Yeah,
the Toscana and Esmeralda.
Yeah, I was like, oh my god! If I told my wife, I want to go on the coaster, and we got to go on one of those two ships.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Jeff, do you want to share your perfect day?
Yeah, I mean, I could share my perfect day. That's what I was doing. I was putting some pictures together because I didn't do what I was supposed to do. But yes, for my Coco Cay, of course, I gotta.
Not that he has the shirt on. Not that he has the shirt on.
Oh, no, I'm just kidding.
So I actually saw Coco Cay, by the way. I saw it.
Because you could see it from one island to the other.
From Great Stirrup Cay, you can see Coco Cay.
Ah, interesting.
Yeah. He's what my lens is not there. It doesn't get me there.
I saw the thing. That's the closest I ever got to Coco Cay.
Oh, you could have just literally swim. It's like not even a little bit, just a little.
Well, I thought about walking. I mean, if I had a lot more time, I would probably walk to the other side of the island and swim across and see if I could get some food from Royal Caribbean.
Not that he's gonna go into another private island.
That would have been a great video.
You know what? You could have rented a kayak, gone kayaking.
Oh my gosh. I mean, sure.
Hey.
Why not? I mean, sure.
I mean,
all right. Let me see.
I would have literally went up to somebody else. Am I on the right island?
I know, right? I got lost.
Am I in the correct area? Is this right? All right. Let me see if I can share my screen.
Please do.
Let me see if I could do this. If I know share screen. Okay. Where do I go? Let me see if I know how to do this. There we go. Let me know if it's showing. It's showing something. Okay, so this is something here. So I got Coco Cay, and I got Coco Cay because I've been to Coco Cay so many times it's not even funny. This is part of Coco Cay. As you can see in the further back, you can see the Devil's Peak, which is the water slide. I did that water slide. I really did.
Where's the proof?
Where's the proof? Well, damn, I didn't take pictures. But what was I gonna say? It hurt my back. Well, not hurt. Okay, let me rephrase that. It didn't hurt my back per se. So you know, of course, how you have to when they build it, they have to tie it together. You know, every one of those things, because the way that you slide, since I'm sliding backwards, each one of those things scratch my back. So by the time I ended up in the bottom, because remember, you're going all the way, you're speeding. By the time I went to the bottom, I had scratches in my back.
Oof.
So it wasn't that bad. And it's hot as hell inside that damn tube thing, too. It was hot.
Yeah.
That's a pretty picture, though.
Yeah, no, I have a few. Let me go ahead and get these up here if I find whatever I'm looking for, because there it is. All right, so yeah, I got this one. This is a different angle. See, we got the beach. So this is like the more I guess for kiddos, you could definitely see this because it's not open out to the water itself. This is actually like a smaller beach, and this is more for like kids, as you can see. This is the Thrill Water Park. The prices right now, I don't know the prices. Just so that everybody knows, I'm not quite sure if you understand.
And it's like about 100 and something per person.
Yes, it is pricey. Last time I checked, I think it was $115, or they had a bundle going on. So I bought it for me and my mom. My mom doesn't do water parks like that, but I wanted to try it. It was a first one and done. Would I pay it again? Maybe if I'm with a group of people, like friends or something. What disappointed me is that I spent a lot of time making the line, and then it was already time to, you know what I mean? Like go back to the ship.
Right.
I think that was the only one thing that I would say about the Thrill Water Park that I didn't like. There were two ships that day that I was in there. That's also something to keep in mind. It was Odyssey of the Seas when I went, and Symphony of the Seas.
Actually, real quick, the Thrill Water Park is for the full day is $57.
Okay. Oh, so okay. So they went down.
Yep, it's $57 for the Thrill Park.
So there you go. So here's some of the slides. I mean, besides that big one, they have other ones. This is a little video that I took. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. Can you guys see it? All right. So of course, lounges. That's the pool. If you see that there, that you see in the background, that is the wave pool, or the wave pool. That's what you call. How do you call those?
Wave pools.
The wave pools. Yeah. So that's a wave pool. And then this is just more walking around that I did. See, so it gives you different signs. What I do like about Castaway Cay in this case is that when you get there, the bricks, if you want to call it, split into different colors. So each one of them guides you into different ways or different areas that you need to go to. So if you want to go to Chill Island, you follow one sort of brick. If you want to go to the Thrill Water Park, you follow the blue. If you want to go to the other section of Castaway Cay, then you follow that. The best thing is that they have maps everywhere. They have maps, food. Food is available. Food is free. Wi-Fi is free. If you have the Wi-Fi package, and the drinking package is also included, which I loved. Here's a little bit of roaming around. This is in the Oasis pool, which at that point, when I recorded this back in 2022, was the biggest pool, the biggest, what do you call this? The biggest, oh my gosh, freshwater pool in the Caribbean. I don't know if it's still up there. This pool is really cold. The Oasis Lagoon, just letting you guys know, it gets really cold. This is where it's turned up and everybody just goes there. It's the bar, the pool bar, live music, super fun. Not me. I never got drunk there.
Nice size pool too. It was big.
Yes, it is very big. And they went ahead and also, there you go. That's a little bit of the vibe, so you guys could see everybody in the pool just having a good time, chilling. Let's see what else. Again, more of the water park. Me and my best friends. This is in the Hideaway. So this is the no, what is it? The Hideaway? No, what's it called? The new beach that they have? Oh my god.
Relaxaway?
No, I forgot the name.
I don't know. I'm just.
They have so they opened this section just for adults, right for Icon of the Seas, and I forgot the name. You have to pay extra to go to this area, and we were one of the first guests to visit because this was for Icon.
It's Hideaway Beach, adults only.
Hideaway, there you go. I knew it was Hideaway. Yeah. So yes, beautiful area, worth the money. I will definitely say that to get away from
$52 per person, depending on what cruise ship you're going to, because they change per cruise ship, per cruise line.
Correct. So I paid around that price. I was very happy to pay that without any problems. I had a blast. It was less crowded, still big fun. So that's what I got to say about that. Let's see what I got here. This is coming from over there to this. I think this footage was provided from Traveling with Tinkerbell back in the day. When Traveling with Tinkerbell went.
I know, that was a long time ago.
So there you go. That's the ship. This is, of course, from the Icon when I was facing down to the pier. If you guys could see, there's a little bit of everything there. You guys can see the long pier, perfect day at Castaway Cay. You see the the water slide, and then in the back, very further down there in the back, there we go. You can see the up and away. I think that's the way it's called. And when I went, I've gone already like 4 times, I think, to Castaway Cay. Only one time I saw it go up and down. Is it worth it? I don't know. You get to see the entire island, but other than that, if you are on the what was that?
The slide is free, right?
No, you
you have to pay for the flight.
You
have to pay for the water.
The carnival. You could go on the ship for free, but you got on there, you got to pay for it.
Yeah, right. And on Castaway Cay, you also have Chill Island. And Chill Island, you have to buy a pass to get into Chill Island, and that's just adult only as well. Well, actually, it's called not Chill Island. It's called Cocoa Beach Club Day Pass. Is $120. For the Cocoa Beach Club Day Pass on there.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's all I have for Coco Cay. I mean, I loved it. I love it. My mom loved it. Everybody that goes with me loves Coco Cay. I feel like it's a little bit for everybody. You have for kids, you have for adults, you have secluded areas for like, you have the cabanas that are like incredibly beautiful, but very pricey. If you want something super extravagant, you could definitely do that. You have the main pool, like I said, the Oasis for free. You could do that. There's music. Food is free for the majority of the venues that they have there. They have a full area that has a full buffet that you could just grab your food and go. So that's why I really like Coco Cay. And of course, the whole thing, if you have your Wi-Fi and drinking package, it's also included.
Yeah, there's all sorts of different cabanas with Coco Cay. You got the Oasis Lagoon cabana.
Yep.
Those can run you about $840 depending on your stay there. Yep. You have the South Beach cabana, which can run you about $1,400, and then you have the Royal Beach Club VIP party, not the Royal Beach Club. I'm sorry, the Coco Beach Club cabanas, which are about $1,500. There's also the Royal Beach Club cabanas that are about $1,800. So it depends what cabana you want to use or try to check out, and there's a price for it. But keep in mind that if you go with a family party, a big party, and you guys pay it within amongst each other, it's a lot cheaper than doing an excursion.
I agree. I mean, it's fun. And once again, I say I had a really good time. Every time I go, I love it. It's so different many things to do. If you want to chill, you get to chill. If you want to have a good time and dance and party, you have that. If you just want to eat, you eat. And it's all available. So that's why I liked it and I really enjoyed it. I think that they did a really good job with this private island. I feel like this was the pioneer for other private islands to kind of like follow along after this. Because I feel like with Celebration Key, they're trying to do the same thing. I don't think they're hitting the mark right per se. I haven't gone again. Keith, you just mentioned whatever.
No. Oh yeah, I'm not thinking about that. They do actually have specialty restaurants on Celebration Key. There's two of them. I forgot to mention that.
Yeah, they do.
So there you guys go.
I'm going to share with you guys MSC Private Island, Ocean Cay.
Okay.
And I have a few videos that these videos I actually took out when I went on World America last year for their naming ceremony.
Yeah.
So these are some of the videos that I took out there. And this is the actual famous Ocean Cay
lighthouse.
And actually you can actually go all the way up to the lighthouse. You have to have sometimes that you need to make an appointment because there's so many people that want to go up there. But it's just so pretty. You know, that private island is very pretty, very calm.
I think that happened to you, right? You were trying to go up there and you couldn't because you
because we didn't have it. Because we did it a naming ceremony, so everybody and their grandparents wanted to check it out.
I mean,
I remember that vlog. Yeah,
that private island, I love that private island. Like
it's so pretty.
It looks nice.
I did the Great Stirrup. I did the Carnival. I did the MSC. To me, the only negative I can say about the island is there's no pool. It's just all beach, right?
But it's coming.
They're working on it. Yeah, I feel like they're revamping it.
Yeah. Okay. Here's another portion of Ocean Cay. This is really pretty because the sand is very soft on your feet. There's no rocks whatsoever. As you can see, people are there's like, the only thing that stops there is just the MSC ships, obviously, but it's not like really crowded. So there's always space for everybody. It's super clean. They have everything really nice and clean. Actually, you know what? There was, I forgot, Hard Travel. Is it Hard Travel? I think one of Hard Travel's people were videotaping that day.
Oh, yeah?
There. This is some of the shops that they have there. The management office. They have some shops. And it's very pretty, very colorful. It looks like very Bahamian look. On here, they also have a area where they have like they work with the Marines and all of that, different types of things in the ocean. So they have like a Marine foundation there, and it's really cool to see. It's free for everybody to come in and check it out, and they're doing a lot of stuff. But for Ocean Cay, they're building a second island next to it, and they're bringing in pools, and it's going to be having a lot of great things. So just keep in mind that it's coming, shortly here, new renovations for this island. but I like it because it's very clean. The food is really good. Places are very shady on this private island, so it's really, really nice.
So what they're doing is they're gonna build another island, or they're building another island next to this one to keep this one maybe like more beachy, less kind of like.
The other one's going to have pools and different things, and they're going to connect between one and the other.
Okay, so then the other one's going to have all the bells and whistles and everything fun. If you just want to chill, relax, you go here.
Now,
okay.
Now I remember
because this one on the other side of the island is the yacht club area.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I didn't get to go see the yacht club area, but there's a yacht club area on that side for just the yacht club people. But they actually are building. If you look at my naming ceremony, MSC World America, I actually show you guys how when they're building that private, and those are gonna. I think there's gonna be 3 altogether. This is the second one, and they're gonna all connect to each other.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's kind of cool because they interconnect. That's
man-made. They're building these islands man-made. There's in the water. They're putting like.
Well, the reason why, when I talked to the guy, he was telling me that when they were building Ocean Cay, there was so much things that they have to, and they were just throwing the sand next to it. And I guess weirdly so, they built another private island.
Building another island, right?
That they took out. So that's how they're building their second island, and they're gonna build. There's going to be 3 altogether, and they're going to be interconnecting to each other, and all of them are going to bring something different to each island. So
I like that idea. I feel like that's a really nice concept, you know.
And the food is complimentary there. And the beverages come, if you do a drink package, it goes into the island, and they actually have Wi-Fi too on the island.
Yeah, they have Wi-Fi. All your purchases is with the card. Everything, even down going to the store. Because I remember I actually went to the store. I went there just to buy a magnet, and they gave me a free thermostat. I was like, the thermostat costs more than the magnet. I was like, I don't know if it was, I don't know why. Well, I was like,
you just take it and be like, thank you, just go.
Yeah. I was just buying.
Question it later.
I know, right?
Question it later. Question it later. I don't know.
But to me, I really do like MSC's private island better than all the other ones, because all the other ones is a party atmosphere. That's if you want quietness, relaxing, that is the island to go to. And if you want even more and more quietness, you got to go towards like the helicopter pad, where they actually have the spa area, right? But you could go back there and where they have like the music for the spa and everything, and you could go there. You could get massages on that island and all that. And if you go by the helipad, they have iguanas. Like I'm talking about iguanas like this. You know,
they even have a meditation class on there on the island that you can, and it's free of charge.
Okay.
But since we're talking about the Ocean Cay and we're talking about MSC, I want you guys to check this out real quick.
Good afternoon, everybody. We've got an exciting group cruise announcement for you. This time around, it's going to be a very special occasion, as we have managed to get an invite to the inaugural sailing of the one and only MSC World Atlantic. This time around, we'll be sailing out from Port Canaveral in Orlando, Florida on November 13th, 2027. From there, the ship will be docking at Nassau in the Bahamas on the 14th and MSC's private Ocean Cay Marine Reserve on the 15th. After that, there'll be a relaxing day at sea where you can be one of the first people to explore this lovely new ship. On the 17th, they'll be docking in Cozumel, Mexico, followed by Costa Maya in Mexico on the 18th. From there, a single day at sea will be taking you back to Orlando to conclude the inaugural sailing. Be sure to book your cabins quick, as inaugurals like this tend to sell out really fast. You can contact us at jagonzalez@expediacruises.com or call us directly at 813-608-2935. We hope to see you on board with us.
All right.
There you guys have it. We hope to see you on board. It's getting packed, guys. I took 70 cabins. I have about 30 something left. So it's selling out fairly quickly. So if you guys want one, please let me know so I can store one away for you guys.
By all means.
But yeah, we're gonna continue with Keith, and Keith is gonna talk about Great Stirrup.
Great Stirrup. So that's the NCL gym that docked, and that's where I was on the getaway, right? And this is the beach. I don't show you the pool because the pool was actually closed that day, so they weren't finished with it. I thought they were finished. So I just want to give you guys a quick. You can take that off. I just wanted to give you guys a quick look of what the beach looks like. I mean, the beach is beautiful, really, really nice beach, and especially with the boat. But to me, going there, I made a video on it, but if you guys want to take a look at it, even though they have, so right now only one ship could dock there, which people are like, okay, one or two. No, only one ship could dock there. But in my eyes, the dock's not 100% done. So they have the dock there, but all they threw was they threw temporary plywood on top of the dock and just shot it down so that they rushed to bring the ship there in order to have that. And on the sides, because how like on the sides of the docks they'll have like barriers so people can't walk off. Everything was wide open there. A kid could just ran right off the dock, right there, this, that. And I was like, oh my God, this is crazy. Like, I know us as adults, we're not going to go there, but, some people are careless, whether it's the kid will just run off or they'll be on their phone, not looking, they'll fall right off the dock, It's the truth. So, and also, if you say, screw it, I'm not going to get on their little taxi, and the tram ride they have going around. You say, screw it, I'm not going to go there. Once you get off the ship to actually get to where the beach is, I say it's probably at least a 20-minute walk, at least at a minimum.
Wow.
Right. So it's a lot. To me, it's better to be on a ship right now that's going to tender over than a ship that's going to be docked. Because when you tender, they drop you off right at the beach. How long does a tendering take? It could take probably about 20 minutes. So in the end, you are not walking. You're going on the tender, you're getting driven, and you come off right at the beach. Now, they do have buffet food. They have multiple stations for buffet food. They have hot dogs, carts all around the island. So the food you don't have to worry about. Food is all included and all that. I mean, just like the same thing with the MSC is like, those like buffet stations, they don't stay open long. So that's another thing that I never got to try the food at MSC because I was busy filming. So by the time I was done filming, I was like, okay, let me go get something over there. It literally just closed. I was like, oh my God. That was the only thing. But so I don't know why the pool wasn't open, but for my sort of pool, it's a gorgeous pool. It's a really nice pool. But when this construction is all set and done, it is going to be a beautiful island. But right now, I would tell people if you really, really want to go there, you want to get the full experience. I'd say wait at least 1 year. That's in my honest opinion.
Until they get it all up and running. Yeah, I mean,
until they get it all up and running. Because we went there, the pool wasn't ready, so everybody decided to go to the beach, right? So the pool is good for the people who dock, but people tender, the beach is right there. So it's like, so instead of at that point, it's like a 10-minute walk to the pool, So everyone's gonna go from there to the pool. So,
and they also have a private area there in Great Stirrup Cay that is really nice. I actually toured that area, so go check out the vlog.
So they have 2 areas. So they have one for the Haven, and they have one for what is that private area called on the ship? It's the same name. I forgot what it's called.
I forgot what it's called. I know the Haven has one, and I know the Haven has their own private area. But they also have another area where you can purchase like a cabana for the day, and it's private, and it comes with food and drinks and all sorts of different things. Yeah. And that area, I actually they did it really nice because they have an area at the end where you're at the pool and you can see the ship where it's docked. And it's so pretty the way it looks out there. Welcome in, Mama Nancy. Thank you so much for being here. Nancy. But I actually put a link on the chat, guys. I'm not sure how many people are from the Tampa Bay area, but on Tuesday, we're going to be having a kind of like there's going to be 22 different vendors, like all the different cruise lines will be there. All the different travel things like trains, all inclusive, different types of hotels. We're going to be all there under one roof. So if you're here in the Tampa Bay area, click on that link. It's a free entry for everybody. It's from 5 to 8 p.m. It's Expedia Cruises. I will be there. I have a lot of my customers that are in this area coming to that show. But if you, we're also going to have a digital one. So I'll let you guys know when the digital one is coming out so you guys can see it digitally, but it's not the same than being there in person and actually talk to, everybody from the industry on the one side.
Right.
So I just wanted to put that out there for you guys, just in case you were trying to figure out what is that link for. So that's the link. And it's free. You don't have to, there's no charge for that.
What time is it?
From 5:30 to 8 p.m. Tuesday, March the 3rd, for everybody that is in Tampa. It's Tuesday. You can go, Jeff.
I guess I could go.
Yeah, click on the link and get yourself a ticket.
Can enjoy something.
And I will see you over there. Yeah, I'll be over there. Martine will be over there. There's a lot of my customers that are going to be there.
All you got to do is just email them your YouTube and tell them I'm going to record it, and maybe they could give you a media pass.
Well, I think I am going to record some of it so that people can see what it's all about. So whenever we do have another one down the road that might be like more interested on going. But if you're one that you like, cruising or traveling or anything like that, you'll have all of the vendors like Carnival, Norwegian, Royal Caribbean. All of them will be under one roof. Silver Seas, Region 7 Seas, Virgin Voyage, all the different railroad train. It's going to be there. Celebrity Cruises will be there. Norwegian. So you're going to have.
It's going to be like vendors, like what? Like you mean like somebody representing the company, or?
Yeah, it's kind of like a trade show. They're going to have an area. You get to walk there, ask some questions, maybe take a little trinket or whatever they're going to provide. Yeah. They're going to be giving away different types of gifts and different things like that. So, and it's free, it's free of charge, so if that's something that if you're in the area, take advantage of it.
Yeah. They're probably going to show like all the trips that you guys do, excursions, different events, stuff like that.
Look at the Queen of Disney pre-stay at Jackie's house. Well, you have my house, and then I'm going to put Jeffy out there. Jeff,
I was going to say, I'll probably be going over there.
Everybody show up to Jeffy's house. Don't worry about it.
Welcome. You guys could stay in.
Well, on your way to his house, don't forget to stop at Shack's Chicken. Okay?
Yeah. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do like a live stream. I would have loved to do a live stream so people can see, lively, like what's going on. It all depends how I see it. I'm not going to be there working because I don't have a booth. I'm just going to be there for my clients, people that are coming that never met me. Then we get to take a picture. We get to talk about the different things. But it's going to be a lot of fun. So who knows? I might jump in on a live stream, or I just record it and then bring it on a blog.
Just record it and then bring it lalet Yeah, that's really nice. Oh, that's
Yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this private island. Let me see.
So what about Disney? I know Disney has Castaway Cay.
Disney has Castaway Cay. It's very pretty. I actually like the Disney Castaway Cay. I don't have any pictures or anything like that. But it's very cool. Very clean. I will say they have very clean. Everything is complimentary. Like the food and stuff there is complimentary. There are some things like that you can purchase at a cost, like IC and things like that. They like purchase those at a cost. But it's very like Samara says, it's very relaxing. You get to interact with the characters and things like that around the beach. You can actually do a 3-mile run in Disney. It's called the Disney 3-mile Cay run for Castaway Cay. I actually did it many years ago, and it was a lot of fun. They also have an adult area in Castaway Cay that you can actually go and enjoy. They also have bicycles that you can rent there and kind of like bicycle throughout the whole area. So it's really nice. I had never been to the Lookout Cay at Lighthouse Point. I heard that's like a 17-mile. No, I'm just kidding. It's not a 17-mile pier. There is no bigger pier or longer pier than Progresso. That's the longest pier in the Caribbean, which is 4 miles. But Lookout Cay is also a nice private island. I personally have never been there. I've seen a lot of vloggers go there.
So how many really islands do you have?
Disney has 2 right now.
Okay. I didn't know that. Okay.
Royal Caribbean has multiple because Royal Caribbean has Perfect Day in Mexico. Yeah. They're going to have the one in Santorini. They got the Royal Beach Club in Bahamas.
Yeah. So, and they have the what is it? The Perfect Day at Lulilipa. They're working on that one.
Yeah, they're working on that one.
So they do have a lot of private destinations. Royal Caribbean does. Yes, they do. I forgot to say that they have a tram in that island as well. And Coco Cay,
Right.
if you have, if you just don't want to walk, you want to take the tram, you could do that.
Exactly.
That's also an option, and it's free. So I
Right.
mean, definitely take advantage of that if you do, guys. Go.
And Muncie, real quick, I will be available this Saturday in the evening. So if you want to call me in the evening, I will be available. Or you have my phone. You can text me whenever you're available, and I can call you and we can talk. But yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So
that's interesting.
this was a great show. I actually enjoyed it.
It was just us talking about the different islands. I like that.
No, it definitely was good to do something different, you know?
Yeah.
And all that.
So hopefully you guys like this kind of setting.
Yeah, just us talking and kind of vibing.
Yeah, no. It's definitely good. You know, I'm just, you know, I'm getting sick and tired of snow, you know.
Oh, I bet.
I bet.
You know, I'm tired of snow.
I get a little bit of cold, then I get happy, and then the cold lead. Like the other day, it was kind of warm, and I'm like, "Oh my god, it's so hot!" And it wasn't even like hot; it was just warm. I'm like,
you know, I wish I could have recorded you when we were in Paris because we started at 65 degrees, and you should have seen him. Beautiful. He was like a little social butterfly. Oh my god, I love this weather, this, that, and the third. And next thing you know, the sun came out, and he was melting like butter, and he was
like, "Why is it so hot?" Listen, I have people tell me you really should get that checked out. Maybe it's your blood pressure, which it probably is. They're like, because you always hot. I'm like,
no. It is generic.
I'm just like, I don't understand. Like, I get hot. Like, I
think about it.
It was freezing here, and I had the fan on, and I'm like, that sounds great.
What in the world is that?
Well, welcome in to the new person on the chat. So welcome in. But yeah, so it's just very interesting, like the weather, how it's because right now it's not. It was a little chilly here in
It was cold last night. Yes, it was.
Yeah, here in the area,
it dropped down to like the 40s last night. Yeah. I was happy. The other day, I had the sliding door to my living room open. The breeze was coming in. I was like, this was beautiful. Beautiful.
But yeah, guys, hopefully you guys enjoy this type of like across the wave. Look at Samara, a cold front. Samara, you were in Canada, girl. You are probably under snow too.
Well, shoot, I don't know if she got hit with the same storm, but we got hit with like, depending on, we were at 19 to 30 inches. A month ago, we also got hit with like 20 inches a month ago, and I'm actually just saw my phone. I think we're supposed to get more snow on Tuesday.
Wow.
I mean, and it's crazy because we haven't had snow like this in like 10 years. And when I was a kid, it would snow like this every year as a kid. Like I feel bad for these kids because honestly, their childhood got taken away because, you know, when it would snow out like this, me and my friends would be outside playing tackle football in the streets. Like, there's cars parked there. This is the city, you know? You play tackle football in the streets. If your head hits the car, it hits the car. You get up, you keep playing. You know?
You just keep going.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you see it. Now, if I fall on the ground, I'm like, oh, no, I hope I didn't break anything, you know? I remember the one time I was at work, I literally like tripped and I fell, but my boss said it looked like slow motion.
They saw it in slow mo. It was like
because I was like this because I'm so big. It was like, you know?
Could only imagine. Wow, that's crazy. How many private islands are there?
You have Half Moon Cay, Princess Cay, Celebration Cay, Perfect Day. You have Stirrup Cay, Ocean.
Seven cruises private island. Don't forget about Virgin. They got big.
Oh yeah, they have Bimini. They have
Bimini.
Like that thing. Yeah.
Oh my God, I don't even know how many private islands. They're like a few.
So there's a few. So who started? Like, do we know who started?
Royal.
Like, Royal was the one who started.
5, 6.
Pioneers. Thank you.
Yeah.
Royal's the one who does things and everybody copies after.
Yeah.
and talking about ship-wise, private islands and everything. It's like, what is Royal gonna
Let
do?
me double check. Who started?
I think it's right now. I think it's up to 11 private islands.
Right, 11 private islands. Okay.
So
it could be Disney that started, maybe, because Disney, you know, they're also kind of like
now once Royal Caribbean
pioneers.
finishes just the one on the West Coast.
Actually, Norwegian is the one that started the trend of the cruise line owned private islands.
Oh wow!
They bought Stirrup Cay in 1977.
Wow.
1977. I expected it. I mean, this is from 1977, and it looks like that. I mean, you expect.
Well, there you go. Well, I mean,
well, think about it.
Just wanted to keep it normal, like a preserve.
That real estate was probably really cheap compared to what it is today.
Yeah, I mean,
but I mean, not for nothing. I mean, if you're the first one out there, 1977, like,
you should be at the level, like everybody should be following you.
Right?
Yeah,
I know, I get it. But hey, it is what it is. But yeah, I'm glad that we got different islands. Yeah, I like how each one of them is completely different.
But I'm surprised, 1977, and yet they have not bought another one.
They're not making money.
They're putting their money someplace else.
Who's taking Freeport? I read somewhere that one of the cruise lines are taking over Freeport and like
probably Margaritaville.
Is it them? I think one of the cruise lines is taking over Freeport.
Probably Margaritaville, because they're the only ones they go to Freeport.
They go to Freeport. Yeah, I went to that.
I think it's the Margaritaville Paradise goes to Freeport. But guys, thank you so much for being here today with us, and hopefully you guys enjoy our private island. Today we visited some islands for you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoy this setting. We enjoy like being here with you guys, obviously, today. Next week on my show for 7 p.m. Hold on, Keith, real quick. I will be talking about a review on MSC Grandiosa with David Cantrell. So we're going to be talking about the MSC Grandiosa next Tuesday. I will be in his show tomorrow at 6 p.m. We're also going to be talking about the Grandiosa for his community. So, but come back on Tuesday. We're going to talk about, if you've never heard about the MSC Grandiosa, we actually did a ship tour this past Saturday. Amazing ship. So kudos to MSC for that amazing tour that I had. And we had a blast. So we're going to talk about that on Tuesday. And I forgot what private island we have coming up next.
What destination we have coming up next? We postpone a few. So
Skagway is the next one.
That's where we're at. All right. So I got to
be going to Skagway, Alaska. Go ahead, Keith. What were you going to say?
Oh, so I actually Googled it. It's Royal Caribbean, by the way. It says Royal Caribbean Group and Celebrity Cruises secured approval in May 2025 to acquire 40 acres in Freeport.
But what year?
2025 in May.
Oh, you're talking about for Freeport? Okay.
Yeah.
So it was who?
Royal
Caribbean. Interesting. I wonder what they're gonna do there.
Another Coco. Another what do you call this? Another.
I mean, obviously
or something.
What are they gonna call Freeport? Freeport Royal, the Royal Freeport.
Yeah, the Freeport Royal Club, something like that. You know, they always have something.
Yeah. Who knows? It's going to be just an area for them to nickel and dime people, make money,
Make more money.
Yep. All righty. Well, I'll see you guys next week.
Yep. See you.
Love you guys all to the moon and back. May God bless each and every one of you guys. Ta-ta for now. Toodaloo, guys.
She got it. All right, bye. Bye.
Bye-bye.